Hold on to your helmets, NFL fans. The Dallas Cowboys just dropped a bombshell that's got the whole league shook. We're talking a deal so massive, it's like Jerry Jones found a cheat code for the NFL. Forget everything you thought you knew about the upcoming season, because America's team just changed the game. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna break down how the Cowboys pulled off the impossible and why this move could be the key to bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas. You don't want to miss this. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We're diving deep into a bombshell announcement that's shaking the NFL to its core. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys earth-shattering deal that's got everyone buzzing. So buckle up and let's break down this game-changing move that's set to reshape the NFL landscape. All right, let's cut to the chase. The Dallas Cowboys have just dropped a nuclear bomb on the NFL with their latest acquisition. We're talking about none other than player name, the position sensation who's been lighting up the league for the past few seasons. This isn't just any ordinary signing, folks. This is the kind of move that sends shockwaves through the entire sport and puts every other team on notice. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did Jerry Jones and the Cowboys pull this off? Well, let me tell you, it wasn't easy. This deal has been in the works for months, with the Cowboys front office working tirelessly behind the scenes to make it happen. They've been playing 4D chess, while the rest of the league was stuck on checkers. And to that, I say, when you have a chance to land a generational talent like acquired player, you take it and worry about the consequences later. This is the kind of move that can turn a good team into a great one and potentially push the Cowboys over the edge to become legitimate Super Bowl contenders. Let's talk about what acquired player brings to the table. We're looking at a player who's been to the Pro Bowl number times, led the league in statistic for the past 2 seasons, and has been an absolute nightmare for opposing position. His addition to the Cowboys roster immediately elevates their offensive/defensive unit to elite status. Imagine acquired player lining up alongside existing Cowboy star. That's the kind of duo that keeps defensive coordinators up at night, folks. We're talking about a potential offensive/defensive juggernaut that could rewrite the record books and leave opposing teams in the dust. But it's not just about the on-field impact. This move sends a clear message to the rest of the NFL: the Dallas Cowboys are all in. They're not content with just making the playoffs or winning the NFC East. They want the Lombardi Trophy, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring it back to Jerry World. Speaking of Jerry Jones, you've got to give credit where credit is due. Love him or hate him, the man knows how to make a splash. This move has Jerry's fingerprints all over it. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it's exactly the kind of deal that can reinvigorate a fan base and put butts in seats at a T&T stadium. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. How does this affect the Cowboys' Super Bowl odds? Well, I've been checking the lines, and let me tell you, they're moving faster than a Tyreek Hill go route. Before this deal, the Cowboys were sitting at around previous odds to win it all. But now, we're looking at new odds, putting them right up there with the top contenders in the league. Of course, with any big move like this, there are always risks involved. The Cowboys are giving up a lot of draft capital, which could impact their ability to build through the draft in the coming years. There's also the question of how acquired player will fit into the Cowboys system and locker room culture. But if you ask me, these are the kinds of calculated risks you need to take if you want to compete for championships in today's NFL. Let's not forget about the ripple effects this deal will have across the league. You can bet that other teams in the NFC East are scrambling right now, trying to figure out how to counter this move. The Eagles, Giants, and Commanders just saw their path to the division title get a whole lot tougher. And what about the other NFC powerhouses, like the 49ers, Packers, and Rams? They've got to be looking over their shoulders now, knowing that America's team just got a whole lot more dangerous. Now, I want to hear from you, Cowboys Nation. Are you excited about this move? Do you think acquired player is the missing piece that can finally bring another Super Bowl to Dallas? Or are you worried that the team is giving up too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion going. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the boldness of this move. In a league where playing it safe is often the norm, the Cowboys are zigging while everyone else is zagging. They're not content with being good, they want to be great. And that's the kind of mentality that wins championships. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, one thing's for sure, all eyes will be on Dallas. The pressure is on for head coach and his staff to integrate acquired player into the system and maximize his talents. The expectations are sky high, and anything less than a deep playoff run will be seen as a disappointment. I've also been thinking about what this means for our offensive line. We've got a great group of guys up front, but adding a back like Henry is going to make them even better. His ability to read blocks and hit holes is going to mesh perfectly with the zone blocking scheme that we love to run. And let's not forget, Henry is an excellent pass blocker too, which is going to give Doc even more time in the pocket. Looking ahead to the season, this move instantly makes the Cowboys favorites not just in the NFC East, but in the entire conference. We're talking about a team that was already knocking on the door of the Super Bowl, and now we've added a player who can single-handedly take over games. The road to the Super Bowl in the NFC is going to run through Dallas, mark my words. But you know what? That's exactly the kind of pressure that separates the contenders from the pretenders. The Cowboys are betting big on themselves, and it's going to be one hell of a ride watching how it all unfolds. So there you have it, folks. The Dallas Cowboys have just made the biggest splash of the offseason, and the NFL will never be the same. This is the kind of move that we'll be talking about for years to come, whether it leads to Super Bowl glory or goes down as a cautionary tale. As always, I want to thank you all for tuning in to this breaking news update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all the latest NFL news and analysis, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hey, if you're feeling generous, smash that like button, it really helps out the channel.